And the bell has sounded on this championship matchup. Of course, your main event here this week, Anarchy TV title on the line.
We've flown through another hour of Anarchy Wrestling. Can you believe we're at the main event already?
I can't. It's action-packed as always. Billy Buck defending his newly won championship back from season's beatings against one of the probably biggest challenges I think he's yet to face as a title holder. And I really have to wonder how Billy Buck, to be honest, is going to be able to pull this one out.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if Billy Buck can retain the title. And that was a smart move, stomping on the foot, distracting Jacoby Boykins, has the side headlock applied. I've said time and time again here on Anarchy Television that Jacoby Boykins is one of the strongest athletes on the Anarchy Wrestling roster. We saw the force of that clothesline. Could have taken the head of Billy Buck. Smart move by Billy Buck, tripping him.
Yeah, if Jacoby Boykins had nailed that clothesline, then this match already could have been over. New champion. Billy Buck really just like on fire, taking it to Jacoby Boykins with those fast pins. And he's basically doing the strategy that you absolutely have to do. And if you notice, Jacoby Boykins taking a little powder here, trying to slow down the momentum just a little and try and figure out what the heck just happened.
Yeah, he may need to rethink his strategy against the Anarchy Wrestling Television champion, Wild Billy Buck. Because whatever he came into with did not work. Drop kick.
Face first, Jacoby Boykins
on
the mat. And meanwhile, Jacoby Boykins trying to take it to Billy Buck.
To his credit, Boykins took advantage of the mistake made by Wild Billy Buck.
And now Billy Buck trying to follow right after Jacoby Boykins. And sending Jacoby Boykins for the ride, but wait a second, for the reversal. Jacoby Boykins again with one of those big clotheslines that keeps missing. Grief, that didn't miss. The impact alone. And somehow, some way, Billy Buck kicked out of that. How, I don't know. I feel like Billy Buck has never met someone of the power of Jacoby Boykins before, especially defending a championship like this. So we really could be looking here of a new champion already, and Billy Buck hasn't even held that championship for that long.
Well, Jacoby Boykins has had his hands on the television championship before. You remember in 2012, there were a few opportunities where he defended that title for Bro Newsom as a substitute champion.
Of course, we've seen that as well with the tag team championship. Of course, I'm sure he would love to actually feel like he officially holds the championship as opposed to just representing for somebody else. And this is his opportunity. Oh, good grief. The power again. Jacoby Boykins not even coming off his feet until he's able to roll up Billy Buck for the pin, but only able to get a 2 count. And Jacoby Boykins, I think, is a little frustrated. I think he feels that normally at this point the match is done.
The longer this match goes, the more I think it's going to be in favor of the television champion, just because I believe Wild Billy Buck, being a smaller athlete, is going to have more stamina when it comes to being in the ring longer than Jacoby Boykins will.
I'd have to absolutely agree with you on that. You know, certainly the one thing about Jacoby Boykins, he's got the power, and when he goes, and if he hits it, it could be it. The problem is a lot of the misses take so much of the energy out. Wait a second, small drop on Billy Buck, and that's something that we usually see out of the page of Billy Buck.
Did you hear what he just said to us?
What's that?
He said, he looked right at you and me and said, that's how you do a Samoan drop. I didn't know he was Samoan.
I need to look up the papers. I don't know if he's got a passport or not, but I didn't think he was quite so either. Well, maybe Boykins can rename that move at least if he's able to perfect that, and it certainly seems like he did against the likes of Billy Buck here. Of course, Billy Buck's got some of his own as well, as we've seen time and time again with the Samoan drop. Although Billy Buck's a little far away from Samoa.
Holding him up. That's a 221-pound man. He was holding up almost like he was lifting a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, and the blood rushing straight down to the head of Billy Buck. And still Jacoby Boykins is not able to put away this match just yet. And even he said, are you serious? I think he really is shocked. But that's one thing I got to give to Billy Buck. Sometimes not always the biggest competitor maybe in the matchup, and sometimes he is, but either way, he always finds a way to get out of a predicament. And that's one of his really great selling points, is that just when you think he's out, he's able to somehow get back again. And of course, doesn't hurt to have the fans here in Cornelia on your side.
That's for sure something that I don't believe the Alabama ambassador has ever seen here at Anarchy. Again, a Samoan drop. So what's good for the goose, good for the gander there, as Wild Billy Buck gets a Samoan drop on Jacoby Boykins.
Hopefully we'll be getting some calls and letters and some appreciative postcards from the island of Samoa. certainly being well represented here in this main event. And Billy Buck on his feet. Jacoby's got to be careful because that buck wild kick it out of nowhere usually with that super kick that he does. Following Jacoby Boykins into the corner. And Jacoby Boykins in a bad position here. Takes and just manhandles Billy Buck. Goes in for a right hand but blocked from Billy Buck. And now Jacoby Boykins is a little wobbly. Met at the end of the boot. And Billy Buck really needs to get out of that corner here. Both big grief. Folded him inside Alex Morigami. Meanwhile, going back in for a cover quickly. Oh, man. I don't even know if that was 2.5 or more, but needless to say, Billy Buck got the shoulders up.
You could almost hear the collective wind get knocked out of the crowd here in Cornelia when Jacoby Boykins hit that lariat on Wild Billy Buck.
Yeah, talk about the wind being knocked out. I think that's what Billy Buck found as well, too. And really just child's play at the moment for Jacoby Boykins picking up the lifeless body of Billy Buck at the moment. Are we going to see a running power slam? But wait a second. Billy Buck able to get an advance. There's that buck wild super kick as well, and he's on.
But it staggered him. It didn't knock him down.
That one did.
Second time did it, though.
The winner of the match and still Anarchy Wrestling Television Champion, Wild Billy Buck.
Now,